Okay, welcome to American Dream Garage. So today is Saturday and I have three things to do. So first is this 1990 Mercedes, which had some ignition issues. We believe that there was arcing in the distributor and from the coil wire to the rotor, and so we are replacing, or I will be replacing, the spark plugs, the plug wires, the distributor cap, and the rotor, and we'll see if that makes this car purr again. Then that job is an easy job, so I will get that done in probably an hour. The next one is not so easy. So this Jaguar has it had a fuel pump go out, and so here's the fuel pump. This is the line from the tank. It had some bad gas in it. The initial fuel filter had signs of rust, so replace the fuel filter, replace the fuel pump, but there's nothing between the gas tank and the pump. So I had actually two fuel pumps go bad. Now, there's a very slim possibility that both fuel pumps were cheap, and I think one came from Croatia. But the choice was to try and put a fuel filter in to try and catch if there's actually rust, or that plate comes out and behind there somehow, somewhere, is a fuel tank. So the more permanent solution is to pull the fuel tank and clean it. And then over here, this one, if everything goes correctly, which, you know, it never does when you're working on cars. So this thing has, I don't know how many, probably at least 10 hydraulic cylinders. So here's the hydraulic pump for the top. So this rear deck articulates up and the top folds in, and that's done by a series of hydraulic cylinders. There is one set. This is just a tension rod. Then there is some there. There is one here. There is a couple up there. And so all of those have to be replaced, and those are hydraulic. Then the system will self-bleed itself. So that could take anywhere from a day to a week, depending on how difficult it is. So anyway, I will get the red car done and get started on the other two and give you an update. Okay, welcome back. I've had a chance to get some of my work done, probably as much as I can do for today. And so on the Mercedes, everything's installed. I haven't put the covers back on, but so she's running pretty good. I want to go through and adjust the mixture, but I think we've got this one done. Go over to the Jaguar and the fuel tank. Let me tell you, that was not the easiest thing in the world. So you can look over here, I'll show you. That is the fuel tank. It honestly, it looks pretty good. I saw some videos where their fuel tanks were kind of a rusted mess. This one looks pretty good, but again, this car has been stored indoors and somewhat babied. So there were, I don't know, you can see all the nuts and bolts. probably looked like there were 8 and ended up being like 17, 18. Multiple connections. Had to take the battery box out, a couple of braces, had to leverage it with a crowbar to break the glue underneath. So anyway, that was a major task, but I think it'll be worth it, because when I thought I had all the gas out of it, and when I went to move it and drain it, I got some ugly looking stuff out of the bottom of the tank. You can kind of see it, actually. That came out of the bottom of the tank. So that's a little bit why I wanted to do that. So then on the Mercedes, this, I didn't expect it to be an easy job. So you got a rear trunk that articulates up to access the trunk, and it articulates the other way for the convertible top. And we've got, I think, 9 cylinders. So we've got most of it taken apart. So there's one of the drawdown cylinders. There's the main lift cylinder. We've got obviously the same on the other side, and then down here we've got one that pulls the trunk down. The other ones I think are going to be accessible, while I actually have to figure out with some help how to manually bring the top back to get better access to them. So until I do some studying, this is about as far as I'm going to get on this car, and we will finish it on another day. This gas tank needs to be obviously flushed out. I've got it leaned up to where it'll drain, and then I'm going to have to probably coat it, clean it and coat it and treat it, make sure all that rust is gone so we don't ruin any more fuel pumps. So anyway, that was my Saturday. Probably about, I don't know, 45 minutes on that. Probably 2 hours on that. And another 2 hours on that. And after getting doused with gasoline, it's time to take a shower and head home. So thanks for joining me.